I don't wanna wake up, I just wanna be alone.
So today we want to do a little video talking about the 3 things that went wrong during our hostage shoot. So I'm here with Vince. He helped me direct, film, plan. We basically did this project together. So the first thing that went wrong, when me and Vince were first planning this video, we had a massive page of everything we needed from location to shots. We went proper in detail. So my first sort of thought of what I wanted for Alone With You was to go into like an airplane hangar, basically, and record like the sort of hostage thing in there. That was really fucking hard on like no budget at all. We were able to basically do it in the basement of a university, which was more appropriate to the budget. Then the second part of like Alone With You is the set changing, showing the progression of a relationship. Now originally that was going to be filmed in the same place that I was hostage, but felt like it didn't really give enough
diversity
to the actual film. So then I came up with this idea to go to an abandoned warehouse. I haven't been there before, obviously, because it's not owned by me and that would be trespassing. But from what I saw online, it looked amazing. Do you remember? We went there. We'd been filming all day, right? It was me, Vince, Lara. We drove there, and as soon as we got there was immediate bad vibes from the people who were around, if you remember.
It was weird. It looked like some kind of dodgy stuff was going on, because I remember we went in, and there was 2 cars that were looking at us. They were kind of like almost people that were like trying to see who was coming in, and as soon as we got close to this abandoned warehouse, there were more cars outside. So it was like either we end it like Breaking Bad and we're dead, or we go. So
we went to around where I used to live in Neath Abbey, and underneath the motorway there was a perfect just flat piece of land with the motorway running over you and 2 slip roads either side, and it was just perfect. We could set up everything. We had the lights, the generator, and then we could set up the sets basically. So even though it went wrong, it actually looked better, because I bet you the lighting in the abandoned place would have been horrendous.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about lighting, number 2 was the absolute dreadful lighting in Alone With You. I'll let Vince talk this through, as he was the cameraman. I did put all my trust in him to make it look amazing.
It's my fault. The location was nice, to be honest, because it was this nice, you can see it in the video. It was a nice, like, abandoned place. The only problem was, and you'll see this come through a lot of times in what Josh says, it was a battle between resources and resourcefulness. And we were really resourceful, so we had to make do with what we had. The atmosphere was great, but the lighting we had wasn't.
It's terrible.
It was, yeah.
We had one softbox light. You can't control A, the temperature, or B, the actual amount of light. So what I've realised over the past few years of having this fucking light is you either get blinded and it's like the most light you can have, or there's just not enough light at all. There is no in between.
It was one of those situations where you have to shoot the ISO up. So yeah, it gets more light, but you also get those small
grain
artifacts, the grain basically. That was basically it. It taught us a lot.
We combated most of it, because the actual edited version looked a lot better than the raw footage.
Yeah.
It was just color grading, and getting it to match the rest of the shoot was quite difficult because it was very noisy. But it was a lesson learned, and you can see the progression through Hostage. Alone With You is the first one we filmed, and throughout the actual film the quality gets better, and so at least there's that. It shows character progression. Alright, not to pile it all on Vince, because it does seem like that, but the third thing that went wrong, the fucking drone disaster. Now, it's my drone. I was flying it. I'm good at flying the drone. There's Vince, who's never. I think he flew for like 5 minutes before we filmed in the house.
Yeah,
Now, bear in mind, to anyone watching, Vince was licensed, and we got all the license. His serial number was there, so it is all perfectly legal.
Absolutely.
However, that don't make him the best pilot ever.
No.
Do you want to explain?
Oh yeah. Well, see, the training I got was, okay, I have to fly this drone.
Don't put it on me as the training.
Well, I got to fly it in the house for about 5 minutes in safe mode, because this drone had safe mode, which, by the way, he forgot to turn off. But you have to imagine that the shot was basically a drone going up, basically. So you see the building, and you get to window level, And as we got to window level, we wanted the drone to go in the room where he was.
That was a problem within itself. So before you talk about your drone disaster, the original plan was, like Vince said, to go up, go through the window, and then be one continuous shot to me and Lara on the bed and like a direct down on our faces. That was basically impossible, and that was before we found out Vince's amazing pilot skills. It was impossible.
Oh, absolutely.
But it just wasn't possible with the type of window it is, which I'm fucking glad that we didn't actually attempt now.
So I'm going up with a drone, trying to get the first part of the shot, so the vertical going up. And for some, it was in sport mode, so it was already very twitchy. At one point, the wind, of course, the drone was trying to correct itself, and I just freaked out. And instead of going back, I pressed forward. So you basically hear, zzz, bum, drr, and the drone falls, and I could hear from the window, Vince. What did you say? You said like,
That, to be fair, prior to this actually happening, I said to him, I was like, right, please don't crash the drone. We needed a lot. But I kept my cool. I was actually like, you know what? Shit happens. And to be fair, the only things that broke were the propellers. Yeah. And it still flew without most of the propellers somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, now, even though those were some of the things that went wrong, obviously, I'm really proud of the hostage project. I'm sure Vince is too. It was a lot of fun to actually film and to see, like, come together. Even though it's like 15 minutes film, like, it was an insane amount of work and plan that went into it. So to see it actually come together as one thing was amazing. For me, my favourite part, I would say, was that last shoot when we were in the sort of meet my funeral. Mm-hmm. Even though it's quite a dark scene to have as my favourite thing. All of us being together, because throughout the shoot, we weren't all together. It was sort of like spaced out. But on that shoot, we needed everyone together. So we had Kate, who sang on Bruised. We had James, my tattoo artist. We had Lara, Gabby, Vince. I think that was everyone.
I think, yeah, apart from, you know, people who helped out and stuff, but yeah, that was the main cast.
Yeah, the main cast of people who were actually there. We were all there together, and it was a lot of fun. It was like 6 a.m, and somehow everyone actually agreed to it, and no one was late. So it worked amazingly. What would you say your favourite part of it was?
I have many favourite parts, but probably many of them are like the ways we overcame obstacles, like how we overcame
the ghetto
setups, and you'll see. I mean, you'll probably have a
I don't know if it's come out, like I said earlier, but I think it might be after.
Yeah, when that comes out, look at that, because you know what I mean. Josh having to cut his beard.
Oh shit! I should.
Josh having to cut his beard.
Forgot about that.
Though there was a shot, of course, because the video has 2 timelines, one in the future, one in the past. So future and past Josh. So we had to basically shoot future Josh first.
We filmed it backwards, Bruce.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
to cut in, between Gun and Bruised, there'd been a year and a few months in between filming, and I had to finish the film up for university.
Yeah.
And by that time, I found out I could actually grow a beard. My adult genes kicked in finally, so I took advantage of that. So this is my first ever beard, by the way, and it was beautiful. It's not there yet. It's still coming up. Yeah. It was my first ever beard. It was so long, and I'd been fucking growing it for so long. Carry on anyway.
And yeah, just to see him in the forest, because it's this scene. I don't know if you can see it.
I'll put it up on the...
Yeah, to see him in the forest with a little mirror looking at it and hearing from far away, and he was like, you could feel the pain. That was priceless, to be honest.
Seeing myself after shaving it, I'll put a photo up. I was so sad. It's there, the petal scene, having the long beard. I bet people didn't even notice that.
Yeah, and you were really sad, so.
Yeah, the beard grew from the beard.
Grew.
Yeah, beard grew from short. Yeah, anyway, the beard grew from short to long. It is a small detail, but that's how committed we are to this shit.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite part, but again, the suffering for sure. But the resourcefulness in total, like how we managed to overcome obstacles. So it is a wide thing to say. Like
it definitely taught us a lot. When I filmed music videos in the past, I kept them simple because I didn't want to. Well, I couldn't spend too much money on them, and all that stuff does cost a lot.
Yeah.
But like being able to do this whole project makes you then think you can do a massive plan and dream big, and then sort of fit it to what's available.
Exactly. No.
So if you haven't seen the visual EP yet, what are you doing? Get on YouTube and watch it, because I think you'll love it. Honestly, if you comment, share, like any of those, all of them would be best, but any one of those really helps. If you haven't streamed it, it's on every streaming platform, so go check it out. And thank you to Vince for helping me and getting it all done, and thank you obviously to everyone else who's in the film. And yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Yeah, I'd love to know what you think.
Yeah, let's see if they see my film skills.
Yeah.